Hello, everyone. Hello, twins. Hello, soulmates. Hello, lovers. This is Glamour Spell Tarot. Welcome back if you are a subscriber. If not, please subscribe so you get your energies in the collective here. Today, we are going to talk about a complicated topic. Let's say taboo in a way. Well, relationships are never easy, right? And sometimes you might meet someone that is already involved with someone else. And it's not your fault, and it's not necessarily wrong. And the fact that the two of you are attracted or fall in love, or life is too complicated to put it in black and white. Yeah, I know there are a lot of readers out there, and I don't cast judgment on anyone, that kind of shy away from talking about third party situations and generally mention either third party situation or generally mention that your divine masculine or divine feminine is dealing with the karmic, right? So, well, I thought maybe it's time for us to open this chapter and try to figure out more information. So, this is a general collective reading. It is not going to matter if you identify yourself with the divine masculine or the divine feminine. You are the viewer for me, and I'm reading for you. Um, if you are a cross watcher and you are watching this because your counterpart you think or they are or you know that they are involved with a karmic partner, you are welcome as well. This is going to be a tough reading, and I kind of felt the need to ground myself a little bit because right before the reading I managed to cut myself into something that I wasn't supposed to cut myself with. It was a packaging. So I had to wait a little bit before I start because I have been bleeding and I shouldn't bleed so much from my finger, but I did. Anyway, so it's going to be a tough one. So first part of the reading we are going to do the spread, and in the second part I'm going to pull some cards from the Akashic Tarot and some magic spells. I was questioning it before I started the reading if I should pull you some cards from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot that I have right here. But then I was like, well, I wouldn't really like people to start doing voodoo on other people, and magic, if you try to do magic, it should be used with caution, right? Because everything comes back to you tenfold. So it shouldn't be made with bad intentions. Plus, when I'm going to introduce that deck for you, is going to be with the culture behind it, and not from the scary perspective. Oh my God, voodoo priests and priestesses can transform me into into zombies, right? So I need you to understand that one with the culture behind it, and most probably we'll have a reading for each and every zodiac sign with that deck. But I don't know when yet. Just keep in mind that's a project I have ongoing. So I will need to pay attention to how I do this spread because it's a set spread. And we are going to start with the overall karmic meaning of this relationship, why these two people had to meet again, and what are the two of you or the two of them or you have to be working out. The High Priestess. Well, this is very interesting and it gave me goosebumps. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I feel this card. High Priestess is all about secrets, it's all about the inner world, it's all about the subconscious world, but it's also about psychic abilities. Maybe you had to discover that you have psychic abilities and listen to them. Maybe you needed to understand that you have to trust your intuition. Maybe there was some sort of wisdom that came towards you. You had to learn a lesson, right? That's what karmic partners are supposed to bring to you. Now you need to keep in mind there are two types of karma. There is the good karma or the bad karma. Here I'm not going to talk about any of them. We will see what the cards have to say, and take it as it resonates. Use your common sense, apply to your situation, right? So this is a beautiful card. This actually came out in a reading I did yesterday as well. This is all about psychic abilities. This is about wisdom. You have all the snakes here, snakes in Christianity. Um, mean deceiving someone, and like in general malicious things. But you need to keep in mind that they also gave us the gift of knowledge, right? Fine, we were banished from paradise for that one, but we have the gift of knowledge. You see this pure white light that comes down from above. You have all of this thunders here. It's like when you have that aha moment. So you had to discover something, but we'll see what exactly. So let's move on. What is the viewer's karmic inheritance? Now, when I say the viewer, you need to keep in mind that if you're a cross watcher, it's for your counterpart, right? Okay, I don't like when these cards start popping out like this because I only want to pick one. So let's see what this remit is supposed to bring. A new beginning. An absolute new beginning. Someone is going to learn how to take a leap of faith, how to start over. In this deck is called the Sacred Clown. You see all this, he has the sun behind him, basically. That's a very clear representation of the sun. Very clear representation. This is a card of Aries. And as we are doing this reading in the month of in the month of April, take it as it resonates, right? You see, he has that fire at the tip of his hand. He's pointing and he has that fire. You have a background filled of graffiti. It's like a mess right there from where he comes from. But then everything that he comes from is a clear representation of something new, something beautiful, happiness. I kind of kept saying this for a while now. Fortune favors the brave. Unless you make the tough decisions, unless you go on the unknown paths, unless you accept the unknown in your life. I know. I hate it as well. But this is one of the lessons I'm supposed to learn. So, from how I see it, it's like you need to learn, and this karmic relationship is pushing you to learn how to take a leap of faith, how to be able to start over. Just realized now that I lost one of these crystals here in my bracelet. I really wonder why. Yeah, I told you this is going to be a powerful reading. Cut myself, lost one of these purple crystals. Wow. Okay. Sorry for that. You see, he has a diamond here, but it's also a trap. So, on this new path that you are building, you need to pay attention what you choose. You need to pay attention. But it's a path filled with adventures, and you have the power. And the reward for this, for this inheritance, for taking this leap of faith, for what this remit is supposed to bring you, is a new beginning. Is a new beginning. While trusting your intuition, while learning to trust your intuition, while discovering more meaning to life than the simple I go to work, I eat, I shower, repeat, right? So what is the karmic partner's inheritance? Let's see, what does he or she bring to this remit? The world, the completion of a cycle. The completion of a cycle. This is such a powerful reading, my God. This is the completion of a cycle. You have Mother Earth here, the shamanka, the spirit of the shamanka. This is an old factory, an abandoned one. Nature took over. You have the divine eye, again, a symbol of intuition. She has it all. She has again the snake, you see, again the snake, wisdom. She has grains in her fists. She has cocoa here, which is very nutritious, pentacles. You have this Egyptian, I think this is the symbol for Isis, not a terrorist organization, the Egyptian goddess. But you need to check into that, look into that, because I feel there is a symbol there. This is a sense, you have the typewriter here, this is a sense of writing your own future, right? Writing your own destiny, writing your own experiences. And you're going to die and be reborn many times. You have the DNA here, many times, until you learn the lesson that you are supposed to learn, until you discover the secret that you are supposed to discover. So, your karmic partner, your or theirs, right? The karmic partner is supposed to bring completion of a cycle. They are supposed to bring this completion of a cycle. And they are supposed to teach someone how to take a leap of faith, how to trust that the unknown is going to bring them absolute happiness. This is a very powerful message. I just cannot get over it. So, what is the past of this karmic relationship, the past life? Lovers, these two people are somehow connected. They have been lovers also in a past life, and maybe they hurt each other somehow. Maybe it was only a sexual thing and they took advantage of each other. This is a very sexual card here. You have the bees, you have like all this honey dripping, you have the water, you have these two spirits here, these two women. Again, you have the eye above, the eye that sees it all. So I feel that they were lovers and somehow they did each other harm. One of them did harm to the other one, and now the other one comes to pay the karmic debt from the past life. It always works like that, unfortunately. It always works like that. So, they did harm to each other. They definitely did harm to each other. Or they had unfinished business. Maybe they had to go through this relationship to learn something about themselves. Or they had to make a choice and they didn't choose each other somehow. And they had to experience this relationship in order to grow as an individual, in order to complete a cycle, in order to have this new beginning, in order to open their third eye and trust their intuition and get deeper into the secrets of the universe, maybe on the path to ascension. This is a divine feminine symbolistic. Maybe this person, if it's the divine masculine, right? Maybe they had to understand what this normal kind of love relationship is in order to know how to appreciate the high priestess. In order to know how to appreciate the divine feminine in 5D, in order to be pushed on their ascension path, on their ascension journey. They had to learn the trivial type of love in order to be able to appreciate when they get something more. So let's see, what are the viewers, or if you are a cross watcher, your person's past burdens, hopes, and fears. I got two. Hmm. They have been deceived. You have been deceived. You have been hurt. You have been left for dead. You have been abandoned. You fought. You had to fight against your own demons. Because to me, this looks like a demon. To me, this looks like a demon. And unless you fought through your demons, you cannot receive the enlightenment. You cannot, the cycle doesn't end. So I feel you came, maybe you deceived someone in a past life. And again, I'm not casting judgment on anyone. No one knows for sure what happened in our past lives. So take it as it resonates. But we all have karmic debt to pay. Like, I mean, I know mine. I've seen them. While I was opening the Akashic record for myself. And that was scary, man. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Made me calm down a little bit and kind of understand more and kind of understand why I'm supposed to pay this karmic debt I'm paying in this life. But you're hoping to kill these demons that make you insecure. You're hoping to kill those abandonment feelings. Maybe you came with abandonment feelings. Maybe this is your fear. Maybe you're afraid you're not going to win. There are beautiful symbols here. You see someone is sneaking here. And then you have the Hanged Man, trying to see things from a different perspective. You need to put yourself upside down. You had to learn how to put yourself upside down so you get out of this energy. You had to lose some, you had to win some. He's hanging on this energy of this lightning. Look how beautiful there is. There is a storm. But he's kind of chilled. However, he's carrying a huge weight that he has to drop. And I feel that the huge weight you are carrying, or if you are a cross watcher, I will keep repeating this so you guys get it. In order to drop this fear, to drop this burden, maybe a fear of abandonment, of disappointment, of being hurt, of being left for dead. So this is the burden. This is the burden, the awakening. The awakening, understanding that life is not only about this. That you cannot go around in fear that you are going to be defeated. That you need to fight your battles, go through them. You are going to win some, lose some, but gain a perspective on them and learn from each and every one of them. And again, I feel defeating the demons that live inside us. Let me look here. Maybe in a past life, one of you has fought a lot for money and wealth. And in this lifetime, you are learning how to, not to hoard money or wealth, or understand abundance, what abundance is, and that's good, but not hoarding money. Because he's dropping all of these. Now, naturally, if he wouldn't drop them, this is his salvation as well. Okay? This is his salvation as well. I mean, you know, metal is a conductor for this lightning that is striking. So if he's not dropping them, he's gonna get electrocuted. He's gonna get very much electrocuted. So, moving on. What are the karmic partner, past burdens, hopes, and fears? Karmic partners, no. These I'm not gonna take all. Karmic partners. Princess of Pentacles. I've actually seen this card while I was shuffling. while I was shuffling. This is not the usual interpretation I would give to the Page of Pentacles, right? But I'm reading these cards from an intuitive perspective, and the artwork is absolutely amazing in this deck. You see, she's pregnant. She can be pregnant with an idea, she can be pregnant with a baby, she can be pregnant with something, whatever it is. She's also covered in gold. Here you see she's growing. It's like a tree that is growing, and then you have the divine eye. These two people here had to build something together. Had to build something together. Like it or not. Okay? Like it or not. Either they had to give birth to someone, because that's it. Sometimes we need to bring other souls in this life. Maybe this person needed to give birth to someone. There was a soul that was supposed to be born. And that's it. Or to an idea. Or to... But this is a very interesting card. She looks like a very... I don't know why this makes me think of Harley Quinn. But this is about growing something. This is about building something. Maybe helping the other person not feel abandoned. Maybe helping the other person feel that they have a support on which they can grow and they can build. You know, it makes me think of this card with the world. This person here had to build something for this cycle to be completed, because this is their card. For this cycle to be completed. And this person here had to... You know, you can inverse the roles as well. So if you feel this side is more for the karmic, and this is more for you or for your partner, divine partner, take it like that. There are no set rules in this. It's how you feel at the end of the day. Because I'm reading for the collective. So... yeah, this person had to gain here a different perspective in order to be able to have this new beginning. And this person had to build something, to complete something, in order to have the cycle completed. I think this is by far one of the most powerful readings I have done so far. So, what does the karmic partner mean to the viewer at this time? Or if you're a cross watcher, right, you know the story. What does the karmic partner mean to the viewer? Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands. Wands are about fire, are about passion, are about learning something new. Learning something new, creating something new. You have this explosion of colors. Maybe someone had to learn what the lack of this passion means. Maybe someone had to learn what passion really is, and not only this stability and this groundness, because you see there is a huge difference in between the two. There is a huge difference. She's very dark though. She's very dark. She builds, she creates, she's stable, she's grounded, but she doesn't bring passion. She doesn't bring passion. So I feel you, viewer, or your divine partner had to learn what passion really means. And sometimes you learn that by having the opposite type of energies. This is how you learn. I'm sorry. But if you don't know bad, you will never know what good is. Look at her. Look at the difference between the two. She's light. She's energy. She's vitality. She's the rainbow. All this gold here is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So someone had to learn what this means. Someone really had to learn what this means in order to be able to appreciate it. And you appreciate by contrast because we are built like that. But if you guys are going to tell me that anyone learns, just like directly learns, no. Or if you do, congratulations. Maybe you can teach me how you do that. Honestly. Maybe you can teach me because me, if I don't hit my head to the wall, like several times, not once, not twice, I'm trying to see if the second time hurts as well. Okay, so what does the viewer mean to the karmic partner right now? The viewer or your divine partner, right? The moon. Again, a card of intuition, a card of secrets. A card of secrets. A very powerful card of secrets. You see like these three faces of the moon here, and you have it here. This to me is very much a card about the phases of the moon, about femininity, about the feminine somehow. But it's also a card, you know, there are all those things that you see very clear in the sunlight, but then in the moonlight, not so much. It's they're hidden. So I would feel that the viewer or your divine partner is hiding things from their divine partner. It's hiding things, and maybe what they are hiding is you. Maybe what they are hiding is a lack of love. Maybe what they are hiding is who they truly are, because you can only see a face of the moon at all times, because it moves in the same movement of the earth, right? So you only see one face of the moon. So maybe they have learned, you or them, have learned who they truly are. They discovered who they truly are because they had to keep hidden they had to keep hidden their desires. You know what this makes me think? Maybe these two people only had a sexual connection in a past life, and they were kind of left wanting to see how it should be to be in a real relationship, right? To have to see both sides of the coin. And in this life, they had the other side of the coin. And they kind of realized, oh, well, it's passion what I want. This is who I truly am. This is who I truly am. It's not this, it's this. And somehow in this life, they are holding that back. They are hiding that. But again, there is a high sense. Both of these two people had to develop their intuition. Both of these two people had to deal with fears, had to deal with secrets, had to deal with the unknown. So maybe them being together, even if it's a karmic relationship or whatever, it's also helping each and every one individually on their path for ascension. right? We are allowed to help other people, even if the relationship with them is complicated. Always keep that in mind. Always keep everyone, always treat everyone with kindness. So, what can the viewer do for this re-meet relationship right now? Six of Swords. Move the hell away. I was about to say the F word. Move the hell away. Move away. This is what the viewer should do, or this is what the divine partner, if you're a cross watcher, should do. Move away. You see this kid here? He's in this sword. He's in this boat filled with swords. He has this scary totem here. It's like a mask that he's fighting it. Drop the masks. Move away. Move towards your true, move towards who you truly are. Like a kid with the energy of the fool, of the sacred clown. Move like that. Give birth to your new life. Give birth to your new life. Very interesting. You have here, I think that's a leopard, and you have a snake again. He's at the edge of a waterfall. This is about taking that leap of faith. This is about taking that leap of faith. And this came into the viewer side. Take that leap of faith. How many cards do you need to be told that? You don't know what's going to be. You see, he is on this boat at the edge of the waterfall, but he's fighting his demons. He's moving away from those demons and taking this leap of faith. Taking this beautiful, beautiful leap of faith. Because someone is trusting their intuition. Because someone is trusting their intuition. These two cards are supposed to be connected here. 1 and 9. So let's move on. Let's move on. Like that person has to move on with the Six of Swords. I always say, don't stay in a situation if it's becoming unfulfilling. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm allowed to say that because I'm the person who has done that over and over and over again. I didn't have a problem to throw my life into air and take the leap of faith over and over and over again. And thanks to my angels and my guides, and that was the right thing to do. I never regretted. And I guess I'm fortunate from that perspective, but I was never afraid. Fear is not one of the things I do. I do overthink. I know all of the 20,000 scenarios. Yeah, hell yeah, I know. If you ever guys need a scenario builder, I'm going to make them for you, all of them. So, what can the karmic partner do for this re-meet relationship right now? The wheel. Turn the wheel. You have the wheel. This is a completion. This is very much a card of destiny. This is very much a card of destiny. This is a card of moving on. This is a card of aligning yourself to your true path, to your true journey. So, through this, through this karmic relationship, actually, these two people are changing their destiny, are changing their fortune, are changing not necessarily your destiny, because somehow I believe there are certain elements that are fixed. You cannot change. You can change little things, or you can change your reactions to things, but the destiny is fixed in broad lines. And you take 1, 2, 10, 20,000 lives to accomplish it, right? But I feel through this karmic relationship, that these people are into, they are changing their fortune. They are aligning, both of them, not only one of them, both of them, they are aligning on their true life path. They are finally reaching that point where they have learned the lessons, the completion of the cycle, they can start new, they can go towards the things that will really make them happy, right? That would really, really make them happy. And this is supposed to be right here under the lovers. They will both move towards more fulfilling and more appropriate relationships. Towards more appropriate relationships, okay? Towards things that are really for them, not things that and through which they are going to be happy, not necessarily only to learn a lesson, okay? So, let's see what is the final outcome for this. All of the big cards came out, a lot of major arcanas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10 cards are major arcana cards. This is an insanely powerful. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Both of them, they are going to be happy. Both of them, they are destined happiness. Maybe not with each other. Maybe not with each other. Maybe they have built, they have built a family together. They have built abundance together. They have built all of those things. But one day they woke up and they are like, well, this is not really it. This is what I thought it's my idea of happiness. But that's not really it. That's not really it. So I feel that they are going to overcome their differences and move towards, because they have built something beautiful. But you see these two separate wings here somehow. You see those 3 cups falling? Shedding light on them, shedding light on what they have built. They have built this. This is the outcome. They have completed the cycle. They have completed the cycle. They have reached the mission for this. Now it's time to move on. Now it's time to start something new. So what's next? So what's next? If they have reached this, what's next? Because they identify they are different. This is a very powerful reading. Very, very, very powerful reading. So, let's take a little break right here. Let me take these cards off the table and start opening the other decks. The Akashic Tarot, making a little bit of magic, Practical Witches spell deck, the spells deck. Let me light some candles as well. So let's start that. Stay with me. And as I'm doing this, I've just seen that it's 4:44. The angels are here with us. Why are these cards all messed up? So this is a little deck I got recently. It's called Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams. So let's see, viewer, what messages are for you. Prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. Maybe you have been focusing on your prosperity, and honestly, it's a very good time to do that, because no one really knows how the world is going to look like from an economic perspective after all this quarantine and virus and whatever else. And most probably after you get out of quarantine, you are going to have one enchanted evening. The perfect night. Let me get another one. So prosperity, it's on its way. You should focus on that. This flipped and this came out. Safe and happy travel. Clearly, not now. Clearly. But at one point, when we will be able and it's going to be safe to travel again, you're going to do that. And I feel you guys are going to meet. Maybe you're collaborating in a business and you're going to have one perfect night while on a trip. And in this trip, you are going to be protected. You are going to be protected. Or, if it's not a literal trip, it can be this journey you are taking in order to come into union with your divine partner. And once you come into union with your divine partner, you are promised prosperity. And you are promised to have this magical time with them. So it can be rather than physical travel, it's on your path, it's on your journey. The things you have to do. This is a blessed journey of coming together with your divine partner. Okay, let me move on to the Akashic Tarot. You guys know I've used this actually on a series of readings I've done, I think in March. Yeah, I don't know, I'm doing quite a bit of readings for this channel, so you have to excuse me if I forget which one was which, but it's called Secrets of Akashic Records. It's in the playlist Secrets of the Quest for Life Purpose. And it gives you some indication on how to find your life path based on your zodiac sign. I'm talking so much because I need to shuffle them a little bit. Archangel Michael, it's protecting you on this journey. So let's see some messages for the viewer on their path to reunite with their divine partner. The Queen of Keys, very grounded energy, very stable energy. She's waiting for her king, but she's in her power. She's building her empire. She doesn't really need him to come back home, but it would be nice if he comes back home from his travels. Actually, in the booklet that comes with the deck, it speaks about him coming back from the travels. And if you see the card of the King of Keys, he's on a horse coming back to her, looking in the same direction. So, you guys are meeting. You guys are coming together. So it's either physical, after this quarantine and so on and so forth, you guys are meeting. You guys are coming together. One of you travels to see the other one. One of you, and she's happy. She has this royal colors on her. She's happy. She's looking over that field from her castle. She's happy. Yeah, this is the card I've seen when I opened the deck. Will, wisdom, and mind. This is a time of balancing your heart, your mind, and your soul in order to achieve this. You have the Celtic knot here. It's a matter of balancing yourself. You have the fire and the water energies. You might be dealing with a fire or a water sign. By the way, this is about abundance. This is a card. So in this deck, keys are all about abundance. You're balancing yourself in this period of time. You're trying to gain that balance inside yourself. You are on your path for ascension. You are moving towards universal knowledge. So while you are waiting, you are actually doing things for yourself. You are actually doing things for yourself that maybe you weren't able to do if you would have came into union directly with your divine partner. And then you are learning about your own ego. And your ego is not your amigo. I know this is a cliche, but your ego is good to keep you safe in a lot of perspectives, in a lot of situations. So don't take it as, oh my god, ego is bad, I need to drop it. No, 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 no. It's very good to have it, but at the right time and the right moment, not all the time. So you see how this guy is seeing himself alone in the mirror, but he's actually not alone. There are two more people next to him. So you are learning to understand also the people around you and how you connect to them, and maybe to let go of fears. Roses in this deck is about emotions. It's very much a card of emotions. So you are learning something, viewer. You're definitely learning something. You're learning more things about yourself while you are waiting. And there is the birth of a new beginning. Maybe you guys come into union and you're going to have kids. So that's very much a situation that can happen. You have two kids here. She's very happy. She has been waiting for him to come. She gets her knocked up. Sorry, that shouldn't have came out like that. That shouldn't have came out like that. That's bad. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, but something like that might happen. Okay, on this perfect enchanted evening. So if you're not ready to have kids just yet, just make sure you are not gonna have them, right? Oh my god, I'm giggling now like a kid. So yeah, but this could be the birth of something new. A renewal of your relationship, a renewal of yourself after you understood yourself, you balanced your brain, your mind, your soul, your heart, your intuition. You have been waiting. You have been in this period of separation. You have been trying to understand yourself, how you see yourself, and what you want next. And from the are you trying to be with your divine partner because of fear, because you are afraid you are going to be alone forever, because you are afraid you are running out of time to have kids? But there is a new beginning coming. There is definitely a new beginning coming. Let me see if I can get one more card. They're stuck together. The garden. Again, kids. Again, kids. And looking at the world through a kid's eyes type of perspective. But again, this is coming together. And this is being happy. And this is having emotional fulfillment and emotional abundance. But again, kids. So take care of what you do on that enchanted evening. I just looked at the bottom of the deck and I had to show it to you. On track. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. Just like we just need the roads to open, the aircrafts not to be grounded anymore, the trains to move from one station to another. We just need to be allowed to travel again, I feel. Because you guys are coming together. You guys are definitely coming together. Okay, so apart from me giggling like a little girl, this is actually a new deck I got. It has 78 cards. Charms, spells. It's called the spell deck. It's an interesting one. I'm very much attracted to magic because I believe all of us needs magic in our lives. Nothing weird, nothing awkward, yeah? No blood sacrifices. But no black magic. Everything comes back to you tenfold. So, you need to keep that in mind all the time. If you suddenly found a spell on the internet and it's meant to harm someone, be careful if you want to do that, because it might come back to you, right? Yeah, I feel that because your mind is very powerful. Forget the ingredients, but your mind is very powerful. It's very intense. So it works the same way with what you manifest. It works absolutely the same way. Stones of power. Actually, while I was shuffling now, I've seen this. Sacred stones to promote endurance, energy, and power. Bloodstone, also referred to as heliotrope, is a type of jasper with flecks of red used to realign chakras and for protection and strength during difficult times. Carnelian, with its orange warmth, provides courage, attraction, and help with speaking up. Yellow citrine, actually, this one I've got recently. The yellow citrine, the little tiny one. Yellow citrine relates to balance, solar energy, and happiness. Charged by living out in the sun to absorb its rays, carry the stones and crystals in a red, orange, or yellow pouch or place in a workspace. So, while you are waiting and while we are in isolation, I feel that you need things that get you grounded and lift your energy, lift your morale, things that make you feel better. That's exactly why I got the citrine, the yellow citrine. And also the stones help you with prosperity. So forget the power side. Maybe you're not interested in power. Yeah. I love how the cards work with me. Chiron, the healer. It's time to heal. It is time to heal right now. The views of the ego, remember? The wounded healer, Chiron, the centaur, represents emotional healing. To call on Chiron, boil a combination of any of the following herbs: rosewood, lavender, mistletoe, feverwort, cedarwood, or bay laurel. Pour the brew in a warm bath when the moon is dark or in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, asking for strength to surface from pain. Recite: wounded yet walking, Chiron, help me recognize the inherent wisdom gained from this pain. Grant me the ability to release, renew, and restore. So mote it be. Let me read this part again. Right? So you boil those things, you put them in the bath while you are taking a bath. When the moon is dark, that's few days before the new moon. You gotta check that. Or when it's in Pisces, Cancer you can still do because it's ahead of us. Scorpio is ahead of us. But if you need to do it faster, you can do it before any new moon. We have the new moon in Taurus. Taurus is about getting grounded, stability, power. So, wounded yet walking, Chiron, help me recognize the inherent wisdom gained from this pain. Grant me the ability to release, renew, and restore. So mote it be. This is actually the first time I used this deck. This is so beautiful. I've actually read this one. Whoa. So, Yemaya. Yemaya is an Orisha goddess and the beloved mother of all fishes, magic, and healing in the West African Yoruba religious pantheon. What was I telling you that I was thinking to open the Voodoo Tarot, the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot? Yeah. Well, I didn't, but this came out. To perform this restorative ritual for renewal, awake at dawn, dress in white or blue. Dress in white or blue. I was thinking of a dress. Maybe you can wear a pretty dress. And go to the most secluded section of your favorite beach. Well, not right now. Now you have to stay home. Walk into the water and jump the waves 7 times, singing or chanting Yemaya to honor the Orisha of the ocean. Bring Yemaya 7 pieces of cucumber or melon or 7 white flowers and leave them at her shores. Perform this rite on midsummer when the sun enters Cancer or during the full moon. So, as most probably we are going to be a little bit longer in this curfew and isolation, I recommend don't rush it for the full moon, but do it when sun enters Cancer during Cancer season. Go to the beach, wear a pretty sundress, white or blue, jump in the waves, and don't forget to sing Yamaya. For the West African, gods, right? In general, you need to give sacrifice, but that doesn't mean blood. Okay, when I say sacrifice, it does not mean blood. No, no. So, um, what you have to give here is cucumber, melon, 7 pieces, or 7 white flowers, and you gotta leave them on the beach. And it's fine. You're not going to trash because they are biodegradable. They are degrading. You got it. There are words I cannot pronounce today, or in general. You guys know I'm not a native speaker, right? I told you that. Well, this card really wanted to come out. I'm not going to take them all, but this card, I've seen it. Remember when I was telling you about the bees in the Lovers card earlier? There we go. A buzzing bee represents abundance, community, and sweetness of life. Prosperity. Here is the prosperity. Bees are hard workers, collaborating as a team to produce honey. When this pressure creature appears, it's a sign of an auspicious opportunity. Create a honey jar to bless your community, family, or relationship. Honey is the nectar of the gods, and it can add sweetness to situations. Add honey, molasses, jasmine, or orange blossoms, or roses to a clean jar. Draw a bee with a heart around it on a piece of paper, along with names, places, or situations you want to bring sweetness to. Meditate over the jar for 7 days, asking to send the magic of bees to your loved ones. You see, you have the garden here, and then you have the birth. These are gorgeous messages, guys. I wanted to do this little part at the end because I knew that the energy is going to be difficult, speaking about the karmic, and if you're a cross watcher, or even if you are and you are dealing with the karmic, that's tough, man. That's really tough. So I wanted to do to bring a little bit of magic at the end, and yeah, make your life a little bit more beautiful. House spells. Oh, I love this. I love this. Space clearing incense. I love incenses. I love nice smells. This is an optimal mixture of essences to purify your home or sacred working space. Negative energies are vanquished and the path is cleared for ritual. Gather the following, place them all in a bowl and grind them gently together. 1 part sandalwood, 3 parts crumb dried sage leaves, 3 parts copal, 3 parts frankincense. Place the ground mixture in your ceramic incense burner or a censer and light the mixture. Open windows and doors when you are burning this clearing incense so the bad energy can be released outside. It is also advisable to use this clearing incense if there have been any arguments or illnesses in your household, because frankincense and sage, they are antibacterial, antimicrobial stuff. So, oh, no. We are not doing all of these. But these we are doing. Good vibrations, chakra magic. There we go. Burning candles of specific colors is a simple and direct form of magic. The color spectrum is composed of 7 colors, all visible in the rainbow, and correlated with 7 basic vibrations. To combat feeling sad, wear yellow to raise your energy level. You can experiment with different combinations too. First chakra, root, red, security and survival. Second chakra, sacral, orange, pleasure. Third chakra, solar plexus, yellow, divine. Fourth chakra, heart, green, abundance. Fifth chakra, throat, blue, creativity. Sixth chakra, third eye, indigo, perception. Seventh chakra, crown, violet, bliss. A lot of healing, and I'm happy this healing cards came out, because I feel we need to take this time, and instead of thinking about it like we are trapped and we are isolated and there is fear all around, how about we focus on ourselves? How about we use this time to do something useful for once, and heal ourselves? Why aren't we healing ourselves? The world needs damn healing, honestly. Grow your own prosperity. And you see, you had prosperity here. How many times use this time to grow your own prosperity? The following list of herbs can be used in any ritual work in which the intention is prosperity: allspice, almond, basil, bergamot, mint, cedar, cinnamon, cinquefoil, clover, dill, ginger, heliotrope, honeysuckle, hyssop, jasmine, myrtle, nutmeg, oak moss, sassafras, vervain, and woodruff. Try this alone or in mixtures, tinctures, or ground into your incenses. You can also plant a prosperity garden and refresh your abundance altar with herbs and flowers grown by your own hand. I feel this was it, guys, for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Eternal Union. I hope it has been useful. Drop me a comment, tell me how you resonated with this, and please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be very grateful for that. And I need you guys to take care. Stay home. Please stay home. Please stay home. And yeah, that's kind of it. Love and light, guys. I'm going to see you next time.